What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be installing the CT Engineering carbon fiber intake that I got from a guy in Ajax here in Ontario. I picked up this piece about 2 months ago and I just had it stored in my room just because I didn't really feel like installing it, but now that the weather is nice we can finally throw it on. Now this piece is pretty cool. If you guys know anything about CT Engineering, this is a pretty rare piece. Came out a couple years ago, and at the time it came out it was pretty pricey, and now if you guys have one, the prices are going up on these because again it's full carbon fiber. As you guys can see, it's real, of course, and the quality of it is just insane. They also make a full ABS piece too, which is not much in price, but this one is extremely in good condition. Aside from all the scratches, it's in extreme good condition. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be taking off my engine intake. I don't know how long I'm going to have it on for. I'm probably going to be running it for a couple of weeks just because with this it looks really nice compared to the engine intake, but with the engine intake you're not going to get that VTEC sound. So I'm probably going to do a POV. I'm going to do a before and after POV of hitting a VTEC with the engine and then hitting VTEC with the CT Engineering. But mainly I grabbed this piece just because it looks really nice. I think it's going to complement the engine bay really well, especially with all the black I have going on. So what I'm going to do, we're going to remove this. It's pretty simple. 2 clamps here you guys got to take off, and then 1 bolt at the top, and then pretty much easy as that. Alright, just like that, comes out easily. We can let off the throttle body just like that. Ideally I should have this more secured, but at the same time I think the 2 bolts are perfectly fine. Also, the cool thing about engine is I ended up getting the 2 pieces where this pipe you can actually convert it to a cold air, which would run underneath the bumper right where this tire is pointing right here. So that's pretty cool. But I like running the short ram just because it's more responsive and the VTEC is a lot louder. So if you guys look into getting engine, I would say get both. You have the best of both worlds. If you guys want to run the cold air, you can, and if it starts raining and stuff like that and it's raining season, you guys can convert it back to short ram. All right, so once we have the intake off, it's pretty simple. If you guys have a stock intake, you guys are going to have to do much more work to get it off. You guys are going to have to definitely remove the box down here, which requires the bumper to come off. And then there's a couple bolts, like one right here, there's one there, and I believe there's going to be one located somewhere. So I believe it's just those couple bolts right there if you guys have a stock piece. So if you guys need help with that, look up on YouTube. There's a couple installs of removing the intake and changing the filter. Alright, so I just got the intake in. Looks really good with the engine bay. I'm really stoked with how the engine bay is coming along. For me, it's not about having like a nice engine bay with like shaved and ABS delete and stuff like that. I just want a nice OEM plus engine bay with a taste of good mods. So I got my Phil's oil cap, K2 and dipstick, Speed Factory titanium hardware. And I got the CT Engineering intake, which looks extremely good. And so far with the outcome of how the engine bay is coming along, I just cleaned it off. It looks pretty good. This is also another nice touch that I added to the engine bay. Usually with the K24s, TSXs, this is silver. So this gives it a nice touch to the engine bay. And you guys can see the carbon fiber is glistening. I still have to clean it off and polish it and buff it out. As you guys can see, I'm going to try to get the scratch out, but it's no biggie. I got a really good deal for this, and for the price I paid, I couldn't say no. I was supposed to connect the actual cone that goes into the bumper, but I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. Who knows, I'm gonna keep it on for a couple of days or 2, and then I'll probably put back on the engine one for now. But I think I like the way this one looks. It looks really nice, gives the bay a nice show look to it, and overall it just looks really clean. I'm gonna end the video with some b-roll just to show you guys the end result of the intake, but overall looks really good and I couldn't be any happier. I'll see you guys in the next one.